Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be beginning finals promptly at 5 o'clock. Finalists, you will be asked to meet at the middle of the mat before that time. Plan on doing that about 10 minutes to 5. And again, finals will begin promptly at 5. Finalists, plan on meeting at the middle mat of mat 1 at approximately 10 of. Thank you. Top 5 place winners are asked to stay in uniform. Top 5 place winners are asked to stay in uniform. Thank you.
440, right? Yep.
I'd like to give a shout out.
I can't hear you yet.
You should live him right now.
Okay, yeah. Can you hear me?
Yep. Welcome, folks, to the War on the Shore wrestling tournament here in Berlin, Maryland at Stephen Decatur High School. I'm Benny Mitchell, and with me is Todd Martinek, head coach of Stephen Decatur and tournament director here. And Todd, nice little tournament you have here, nice mix-up of teams, states. Got some Virginia teams, some Western Shore, some Delaware, and some Pennsylvania. Talk about this tournament, and this is a pretty tough tournament. Some highly ranked guys are out today.
Yeah, man, we've had some kids that were undefeated, 1-2 seed type kids get knocked out. Some of them are back to 5th and 6th place. But basically the seeds held true. And that mid-grade, that 3 to 6 seed, that was real fun watching those kids battle back today. And some of them, should be happy they took third. Some of them are even disappointed they took third. But I'm telling you, it's a tough little weekend.
Now, one thing we notice here is it's your tournament, and you're the only Bayside team here. A couple Henley Open Conference teams, but I mean, this is a great. You're bringing in some pretty good talent to the area, and and you guys obviously and some Henley Open teams are taking advantage of it.
Yeah, I mean that's how you get better. That's why Kevin Gilligan and I were coaching together 16 years ago, and we wanted to get better, and without having to go somewhere. And how do you make your team better? You want to wrestle the best competition. You're always trying to make some money for your team so that you can travel on the other weekends. So it was a perfect fit, and people have heard about the tournament from all states, and we've had a team come from as far as Wisconsin.
Right. I sent you the text message. Thanks for having us in here. And obviously, I think we're going to get more promotion for this tournament, as we're streaming really all over the world. We're on the World Wide Web,
right.
And a lot of people are going to get to see some pretty good finals coming on here. Mount St. Joe's, they've pretty much wrapped this thing up, built a big lead. I think they have like 7 guys in the finals.
Yeah, they were, the talk was, Damascus is, I guess they're working on their third or fourth title in a row in the public schools. Mount St. Joe is a perennial powerhouse with the private, so everybody was wondering, they're kind of 1-2 in the state of Maryland, who was going to be the big cheese. Well, the big cheese is Mount St. Joe.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah, some Damascus kids. I hadn't seen them yet, so but they had some kids that didn't perform this weekend, as well as maybe when they were seeded, or maybe that some other people thought they would have. But St. Joe seems like they've met what people thought of them. And
talked about Huntingtown. You talked about Kevin Gilligan, the head coach of Huntingtown. They're in 4th place. Sussex Central just snuck by them there in that last round. The number 3 team in Delaware right now. And then you have Milford, who was the top team in Division 2. And then Stephen Decatur coming in 8th behind Coatesville and Freedom, both out of Pennsylvania. Both out of that southeast Pennsylvania area, very tough area.
Well, that's why we bring those PA kids in. Sometimes they get frustrated up there. Wrestled, District 11,
right.
One of the toughest teams in the country. Kevin's done a good job, and I told Kevin about Sussex Central because we scrimmaged Central and Milford. Again, making your team better.
Sure.
And I told him, I said, Central sneaky good, man. And I think they've had a good tournament. I think Coach Schultz would agree. A lot of coaches try to seem like you remember your losses.
Right. And Central hobbled in here. They got some guys out of the lineup, but they're performing. 2 guys in the finals. You got a guy in the finals, Amy McCann. He's undefeated at 145 this year, and he's going to go up against a kid from Damascus, Ryan Lawrence, and maybe a little preview of not only individual title, but maybe the team hunt this year in Maryland 4A.
Well, I mean, I think they're the 2 best kids at 145, and we'll see what happens. Last year they wrestled, and McCann bled out. He ran out of blood time. I thought he broke his nose, so I wasn't going to wrap it. It was going down the back of his throat. But he's been battling a little sickness lately, so hopefully he feels good to go 6 more minutes and can let it hang out. I'd like to see him and Lawrence wrestle the full 6. Last year, unfortunately, they didn't get to do that.
Right. All right. Todd, I know you're the tournament director. You're a busy man. You got a coach. Appreciate again you having us here, and look forward to come down here more and more in the future as these Delaware teams come down. We'd like to check out everybody. So thanks a lot.
No problem.
Todd Martinek, Stephen Decatur High School.
One more thing, if anybody wants to come to the tournament in the future, we do have a website, www.sd for Stephen Decatur, warontheshore.com. My information's on there. They can get in touch with me. Right now we are 21 teams this year. I'd like to keep it around 24, so get in touch with me if they want to come.
Outstanding. Thanks a lot, Todd. Good luck tonight.
Goodbye.
Folks, we'll be right back with some finals action. Thank you.
Solo Concepts is the premier restaurant group in southern Delaware. We have 8 restaurants from Lewis all the way down to Fenwick. We have a catering company, a food truck, a soda company, a film company, and a management company. We believe in beautiful, simple food. We like to develop the people we work with, and at the same time we have a little bit of a higher mission, and we're trying to make the world a better place. And we have a group of people that every day wake up and they get after it, and they're all focused on one thing, and they're trying to make a great company, and we're trying to make the Culinary Coast a national focus for the United States as a food destination. I think we've done a really good job of that in the past few years. The daily grind of the restaurant can be very difficult. You're dealing with alcohol, food, and people. Those are 3 highly volatile things. So sometimes it's better to have a little bit of a higher calling, a little bit of a higher purpose, that as a group we're trying to get together, stick together, and be about something. And for us, it kind of gets us through the hard seasons and the hard times that we can rely on each other. We have about 150 full-time year-round employees, and then every season we hire, I think this year we hired about 270 people. So we have 270 seasonal people spread out throughout the whole county. And for me, it's great. And some of these people started out as 15-year-old busboys working with us, and now they're lawyers and doctors and business executives throughout the world, and they still come back and they have a relationship with us. So it's been a really nice experience for us that we're so connected to the community, and we can develop people on so many different levels. We want to support the people that we work with. We want all of our employees to have what they need to grow and be professional. And we may open 10 more restaurants. We may open 100 more restaurants. But all we know at the end of the day is we want to stick together, and we have a great group of people, and I'm really proud of them. I'm proud of everybody. This is a really trying year, and it's a testament to the team that Matt put together that we flourished after a tragedy. And the stronger and better we can make Southern Delaware, the better our restaurant group's going to be.
Shape. Obviously, the jiu-jitsu class is what I come here for.
Every time I walk through that door, I'm unbelievably happy, that I'm here. I mean, just a reminder of all the energy and effort that I've put in.
Even if you just watch a class first, you won't know until you try.
This place is for everybody. Actually, my entire family signed up. So my wife, my children, my young son comes in. My son's only 10.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer of Sodell Concepts. We have 8 locations, a catering company and a food truck right here on the Culinary Coast in southern Delaware, and we'd love to see you at one of our locations. Fish On in Lewis in the Villages of 5 Points. Lupo Italian Kitchen on Rehoboth Avenue in downtown Rehoboth, serving homemade pasta. Papa Grande's in downtown Rehoboth. Our treetop deck has the best happy hour around. And Matt's Fish Camp, located on Route 1 in North Bethany Beach, your classic seafood shack. At Sodell, we believe in beautiful, simple food and making the world a better place. See you soon. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Sodell Concepts.
And I'm Danae from Matt's Fish Camp.
Come check us out.
Matt's Fish Camp is the small local fish joint with 2 locations on Coastal Highway in North Bethany Beach and Lewis, where we serve up traditional coastal fare and a casual atmosphere with house specialties like colossal crab cakes, lobster rolls, and fried Ipswich clams, along with crowd pleasers like fish and chips, fried shrimp, and a daily selection of fresh caught fish. Matt's Fish Camp, serving up lunch and dinner 7 days a week, all year.
Locations in Bethany Beach and Lewis, Delaware. See you soon.
And welcome back, folks, to Stephen Decatur High School. I'm Benny Mitchell with 302 Sports at the War on the Shore Wrestling Tournament here at Stephen Decatur High School in Berlin, Maryland, just outside of Ocean City, west of Ocean City. A little school down here at the beach. Tonight, finals. Mount St. Joe's, they've already wrapped up the team title. 224 points already going into the finals, and they have 7 finalists here. So we'll catch the team scores starting from the top 10. Top 10 in team scores. Number 10, Caesar Rodney High School out of Delaware, 96 points. In 9th place, Good Counsel out of Maryland, 103.5 points. Number 8, the host school, Stephen Decatur, with 104 points. Number 7, Coatesville out of Pennsylvania, with 106.5 points. Number 6, Freedom High School out of Pennsylvania, 111 points. Number 5, Milford High School out of Delaware, 120.5 points. Number 4, Huntingtown, Maryland, 136 points. Number 3, Sussex Central, the number 3 ranked team in the state of Delaware. They're in third place right now with 140 points. Number 2, Damascus out of Montgomery County, Maryland, 158 points, and already wrapping up the 2017 War on the Shore team title. Mount St. Joe's out of Baltimore, 224 points. Folks, they're about to announce the finalists here. It's going to be some interesting finals later on after the tournament. We'll talk to Mount St. Joe's coach, Harry Barnaby, when I asked him, if you win, could you come on and interview? And he said, just don't jinx me. And I told him, you're 50 points ahead. I don't think jinxing is going to be a problem. So the Mount St. Joe Gales have already wrapped up the team title here at the 2017 War on the Shore Wrestling Tournament. Again, I'm Benny Mitchell, 302 Sports. Later on, joining me will be Trey Mitchell, my son. He's the assistant coach at Caesar Rodney. He's got some coaching duties to do here in the finals at 106 and 132 with Mike Primo at 106. And the freshman, Jackson Dean, we'll talk about a little bit at 132 pounds, having a great freshman season for the Caesar Rodney Riders, currently ranked number 2 in Delaware at 132 pounds. Real quick, we'll go through the finals for tonight at 106 pounds. We're going to see Chris Barnaby out of Mount St. Joe's versus Mike Primo out of Caesar Rodney. At 113 pounds, Robbie Rosser from Milford against Seth Hoops of Octorara out of Pennsylvania. At 120 pounds, King Sandoval from St. Mary Riken. He'll go up against Johnny McLaughlin from Damascus. At 126 pounds, Rashad Stratton from Sussex Central will meet up with Josh Stokes of Huntingtown at 126 pounds. At 132, Mount St. Joe's Sean Orm. He was 6th place at the Beast of the East, and he'll go up against the freshman from Caesar Rodney, Jackson Dean. At 138 pounds from Damascus, Scott Obendorfer, and he'll take on Dante Immediato from Middletown, Delaware. At 145 pounds, the hometown team, Andy McCahan of Stephen Decatur, up against Ryan Lawrence of Damascus. And as Coach Martinick said, they are probably the 2 best wrestlers in Maryland. Folks, we're going to cut away for the national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, your constellation finalists for the 2017 War on the Shore. Gentlemen, please shake hands.
And we're back here at Stephen Decatur. Has the we'll get back to 152 pounds. Bailey Thomas of Good Counsel, and he'll be up against Chase Stevens from Coatesville, Pennsylvania. At 160 pounds, Cornelius Schuster from Mount St. Joe's will take on Brandon Bautista of Sussex Central. At 170 pounds, Gino Sita of Huntingtown will take on Justin Henry from Mount St. Joe's. At 182 pounds, David Schultz from Mount St. Joe's, and he will take on Paul Perkey from Damascus. And at 195 pounds, Eric Bennett out of Milford will take on Austin Stiff from Mount St. Joe's. 220, Brady Daniel, Good Counsel, and Keegan Rail, Mount St. Joe's. And at 285, Dia Gray from Nazman River in Virginia will take on Brian Wines out of Milford, Delaware. And here we go, folks, 106 pounds. We are underway at the War on the Shore. And our at 106 pounds. Chris Barnaby, Mount St. Joe's, 25-5 on the season. He placed at the Beast of the East. He was first in the Maryland private schools last year. And he'll be taking on Mike Primo from Caesar Rodney High School. Mike Primo, third in Delaware last year. He's currently ranked number 1 in Delaware at 106 pounds. And right away, Barnaby in on a takedown. He goes up 2-0 on Primo. Primo is a 19-4 on the season here in 2017. And Barnaby right in with the boots in. Barnaby is a freshman, and Primo a sophomore for Caesar Rodney. And wrestling right on the edge, 2-0 right now, Barnaby for Mount St. Joe's as they go out of bounds, and we'll restart with 1 minute 2 seconds on the clock. 2-0, Chris Barnaby. And minute 2 on the restart here at 106 pounds. In the background, you see the third place matches taking place. That's Javon Saffold in the white from Sussex Central High School taking on Blake Jury of Huntingtown. So you will see some third, fourth place action in the background here at the War on the Shore from Berlin, Maryland. Barnaby here with a 2-0 lead. He's got a boot in on the right side. Looking to power half on the far side now because resets.
Wrestlers, just a reminder, if you're going to watch matches, you got to do so from the bleachers. Again.
Mount St. Joe's coached by Harry Barnaby, as I said earlier. We'll talk to him in the post-match interview. And Primo, Caesar Rodney, coached by Dan Rigby, former Caesar Rodney wrestler. Coached 2 years at Milford where he won 2 state titles. And we're going to get an illegal hold here, figure 4 on Barnaby. That's going to make the score 2-1 with 21 seconds left on the restart. And the clock you see in the far, that is not the clock on the match we're working, folks. That is the third and fourth place match. So, and Primo looks to get out. Has a whizzer, looking to get his one. Short time on the clock. And he's going to get the escape, make it 2-2 here, closing out the end of the first period. So at the end of one period, it's 2-2 with Barnaby and Primo. And Primo is going to win the toss. He's going to defer in the 2-2 match. And Barnaby's going to take neutral. So here we go, second period action at 106 pounds. Shot by Barnaby on a double to the edge, and we go out of bounds. No change, come back neutral for the minute 39 when we restart. Shot by Barnaby, dumps, and gets the 4-2. Chris Barnaby leads here in the second period. Barnaby gets the boot in on the near side. Looking to work tops and now looking to get a second boot in. Primo, good job of defense on bottom. And Barnaby looks to cross face over for some backs here. And Barnaby again with a boot in and a cross face, looking to get some backs. And now goes power half on the left side, gets the swipes, and gets to it, and then just about reversal by Primo. We go out on the edge with no change. 4-2. Chris Barnaby. Second period action at 106 pounds. War on the Shore from Stephen Decatur High School in Berlin, Maryland. They actually make that score 6-2 for Barnaby as he got the two backs. Under 10 seconds go in the period. Primo comes up, brought right back down. Looking to get some backs here is Barnaby. And time's going to run out. Second period with Chris Barnaby of of Mount St. Joe's in the black, leading 6-2 over Mike Primo in the gold singlet. Primo's going to take bottom position. Third period. And we're going to get a false start. And that's going to, the referee's going to say it's on him. So no false start here. And right away, Barnaby right back to that near side wrist. Gets the boot in on the right side. And now looking for a power half on the left side. Primo looks like he's going to slip out. He does. Gets the reversal. 6-4. Barnaby here in the third period at 106 pounds. Primo has the boot in on the right side. And now he's going to work on the left side with a power half. .64 here, Barnaby on bottom, but he leads. Primo with the boots in, trying to work that power half on the left side. And we got stalemate with 1:05 on the restart. Barnaby leads 6-4 here at 106 pounds. Barnaby comes to his feet, cuts and scores. He goes up 7-4. We're pushing a minute here in the third period. Both wrestlers on the edge. Shot by Primo, and they go out of bounds. No change. Shot by Barnaby here. Looks like he's going to snap on the edge, out of bounds. Nice wizard by Mike Primo. They go out of bounds. Still 7-4. Barnaby with the lead. Shrug attempt here by Barnaby, looks to throw, and going to be a takedown by Mike Primo. Makes the score 7-6. Coach Dan Rigby telling him to cut him, get one more takedown. 20 seconds to go here in the match. Makes it 8-6. There's the escape award there. He's going to go behind, and Primo looking to score here to tie it up late, and takedown by Barnaby as he goes up 10-6. And looking to get some backs here. And that's going to be the end. 3 back points. 13-6 for Chris Barnaby of Mount St. Joe's as he is your 2017 War on the Shore champion. And we'll have a brief pause here, folks, while we wait for the third place match to finish, where Blake Jury of Huntingtown leads Javon Saffold 10-2. So folks, let's talk about our 113-pound match coming up. At 113 pounds, the number 1 seed, Robbie Rosser out of Milford High School, the Buccaneers. He is 19-2 on the season. And he's up against Seth Hoops of Octorara out of Pennsylvania, who is 22-3 on the season. Rosser, a junior. Hoops is a sophomore. Rosser was second last year in the state of Delaware. Won the Milford Invitational and the Polytech Invitational. And he is 19-2 on the season. Hoops, the number 3 seed, did not place in the PA States last year. He was second in the War on the Shore last year, and he's a PA, Pennsylvania regional qualifier. So here we go, 113 pounds. Robbie Rosser out of Milford, Delaware, up against Seth Hoops from Octorara, Pennsylvania. So here we go, folks, 113 pounds. Rosser, the 1 seed. Hoops is the 3 seed. A shrug attempt there by Hoops. Nothing going with Rosser. Neither wrestler isn't making a serious attempt to shoot right now. They're feeling each other out. Rosser goes into a collar tie, and the elbow passes out. We're at the War on the Shore, folks. Stephen Decatur High School in Berlin, Maryland.
At the beginning of the third period.
And no score here as we're under a minute, 45 seconds to go here in the first period. Rosser shot attempt not there, then looks for an over-under, and then backs out of it. Still 0-0. Approaching 30 seconds to go in the first period. Hoops gets a hand on the leg, but defense by Rosser, and both wrestlers come back to their feet. Nineteen teams here this weekend, folks, from Maryland, Pennsylvania, Delaware, and Virginia. And we're approaching under 10 seconds here in the first period with no score. Rosser's best position is on top. And we end the first period 0-0. On the other map for third place, Alex Figueres of St. Mary Riken. He trails Robert Kaminsky of Stephen Decatur 3-2 in the third place match at 113 pounds. Hoops will go down. Rosser on top, and this is Rosser's best position. And he goes with the cross wrist, breaks him back down. And looking for a tilt here. Doesn't get it. We're 0-0 at 113 pounds. Rosser is ranked number 1 in the state at 113 pounds for the Buccaneers this year. Runner-up in last year's Delaware State Championships at 106. He's in a high 4 position, and now working on the top half. And now goes inside wrist, pulls the inside wrist out. Hoops able to defend it, and Rosser right back on that inside wrist. Sit out attempt by Hoops. Rosser with the cross wrist. Looking to hazard here, looks like. Now he's going to tilt it back. Not there. Now he's got a reinforced bar on the left side. Looking to tilt it up. And gets one swipe, but that's it. And still no backs. Rosser still with a reinforced half. Rolls it through. 49 seconds to go in the period. And Rosser with a claw ride. Switches off to a half and then back to the claw. Hoops tries to throw out the leg. As they're on the edge, right on our edge, and we're going to look like we're going to get 2 here by Hoops. Rosser keeping the hip. He's going to get the reversal and go up 2-0 with 24 seconds left in the period. So Hoops able to work his way out and get the reversal. He's now up 2-0. He'll be on top with the restart with 21 seconds on the clock. Rosser comes to his feet, pulls right back down by Hoops. Hoops gets a boot in on the left side. Rosser looking to get one here to end the period. Hoops leads 2-0. As timers that second period. Potentially dangerous call with 2 seconds on the clock.
Coaches, just a reminder, coaches for clean closes.
And Rosser's going to keep his base and take it to the third period. We'll have choice, and he's going to take bottom. Hoops in the white singlet. He leads 2-0 with 2 minutes left here in the match. Third period action. Rosser in the burgundy, gold, and white. And I say we're going to get a caution on Hoops for not being on the elbow. First of 2 warnings. Rosser spins out, tries to come to his feet. Hoops staying in that high half position. They come, both wrestlers come to their feet, look to lift and return. Big mat return by Hoops. Third period action at 113 pounds. Rosser looking to switch. And he comes behind. He's got a boot in on the right side. This looks like 2, but still referee not giving him the takedown as Hoops trying to hit back in. And now pulls that bottom leg back up. And we got a little scramble going on here. And Rosser gets the 2. Switch attempt by Hoops. 2-2 here, third period action at 113 pounds. Rosser subs up. Currently in control here. And comes out looking for a cradle, not there. So we got a reversal and a reversal, so it's 4-4. And now headlock by Hoops. And he's going to get the pin at 113 pounds. Your champion, Seth Hoops of Octorara High School at 113 pounds.
And your winner at 113 pounds, Octorara, Seth Hoops.
So we will now move to 120 level. We'll wait for the action to end, the third place action to end over on mat number 2.
Place winners, 106 pounds. You will be getting awards at the end of the match on mat 2.
That pin was in 5 minutes and 7 seconds as both wrestlers traded reversals. And then Hoops comes out with a headlock to end the match. First, we're going to take a quick break as we have about 30 seconds left over on mat number 2.
Kids classes, we have a fitness class, if you're really in shape, obviously jiu-jitsu class, that's what I come here for.
Every time I walk through that door, I'm unbelievably happy that I'm here. Just a reminder of all the energy and effort that I've put in.
Even if you just watch a class first, you won't know until you try.
And welcome back, folks, to Stephen Decatur High School. War on the Shore. We're in Berlin, Maryland, just outside Ocean City. As we're waiting for the end of the third place match, and we will let you see some of that action. Seven to 7 over on mat number 2 with Kaminsky and Alex Figueres. Kaminsky from Stephen Decatur, Figueres from St. Mary Riken. And there's 12 seconds left in a 7-7 match. And we're going to zoom in and catch a little bit of that action. Gravy roll by Kaminsky, looking to Peterson. Figueres has a mousetrap, no score. They're going to go into overtime for the third place match. Hotly contested third place match at 113 pounds. takedown with 6 seconds left in the first overtime. And Stephen Decatur's Robert Kaminsky gets third at 113 pounds. So we're going to move to 120 pounds, folks. The number 1 seeded King Sandoval out of St. Mary Riken, 39-6. He reaches the finals with a pin in a minute 31 over Cord Richardson of Good Counsel. And Sandoval, Maryland State champ, Independent State champ last year. 8th at the Beast of the East, 3rd at the National Preps last year, 5th in 2015. Two-time Maryland State champion and a USA cadet, 3rd at the Cadet Greco-Roman Nationals in Fargo. And he goes up against Johnny McLaughlin of Damascus, the number 3 seed, 25-1. Damascus reached from a semifinal pin over Cameron Hayes, a state champ out of Cesar Rodney. McLaughlin 3rd in Maryland last year, 1st in the sectionals, and he was 2nd at the Damascus Holiday Tournament. He is currently 25-1 on the season. So here we go, folks. 120 pounds. King Sandoval and Johnny McLaughlin. Sandoval in the blue, McLaughlin in the white singlet. 120 pounds. Sandoval in front head position, brings up tight inside trip, switches off to a mid-level single, pick it there by McLaughlin, and we no score on the edge. Shot attempt dump by Sandoval. Cuts it back the other way to the right, and now he has 2 feet on the edge. Both referees in right on the action. And he up around the waist. Still no 2 yet awarded by the official. And Sandoval looking to pop that head and get his tube. Now he's going to come back out, back to the single on the edge. And we're going to get a stalemate. 42 seconds when we restart at 120 pounds. 0-0. Shot by McLaughlin, stuffed by Sandoval. Sandoval right back to that standing front head, takes it down to the mat. 302 Sports folks bringing you the action here at the War on the Shore. As we have 5 Delaware teams down here, and came on down and got some good action, good wrestling action here in mid-January. And back down to a low single, can't score, we're back on the edge. Body whizzer by McLaughlin, now he locks in the crotch. 2 seconds on the clock, and time's going to run out. 0-0 at the end of the first period. At 120 pounds. Coin toss goes to Sandoval. He will take the bottom position here in the 0-0 match. Damascus High School, 2-time Maryland. They've won the last 2 Maryland State Championships. St. Mary Riken, a private school in Maryland. Sandoval comes to his feet, cuts, doesn't score yet, return to the mat, and comes back out. 1 point there for the escape for Sandoval. He leads 1-0 here in the second period. And we've got a bounce on the edge. 1:33 on the restart. 1-0. Sandoval leads in the second period at 120 pounds. Sandoval with the underhook on the left side. Sandoval 39-6 this season. McLaughlin 25-1. McLaughlin a sophomore. Sandoval a junior. Oh, nice little throw there by Sandoval, but looks like going to get the takedown as great counter, but John McLaughlin throws the boot in as they get to the mat. He now leads 2-1 here in the second period. 47 seconds to go in the second. That was a little 2-on-1 Greco throw, and able to get the boot in and get the score was McLaughlin. Now Sandoval comes out the back door. He scores 3-2 on the reversal as time winds down here in the second period. Sandoval with the boot in on the left side, going high four as they come to their feet. And we're going to stall warning on Sandoval as he stays in the rear standing position. 13 seconds to go on the restart. Big mat return by Sandoval. Granby roll by McLaughlin. And it looked like a pinch cradle attempt here by Sandoval. Gets the turns, getting the swipes. And great reaction by Sandoval as McLaughlin went for the Granby. He's able to hook the back leg, pinch the head with the front leg, and get the cradle and get 3 backs. He now leads 5-2. Third period action. Sandoval chopping the wrist, breaking him down, and looking to go hooks the leg on the right side. Sandoval now goes high four, still keeps the leg hooked, cross faces it over, no score. And now he's able to go cross face cradle on the far side. And locks up the cradle. Now he's looking to pull back and get some backs here. He leads 5-2 in the third period. At 120 pounds out. McLaughlin gets the arm out. And we got a stalemate. Minute 2 to go on the restart. 5-2. King Sandoval in the blue singlet from St. Mary Riken. And we're going to go false start. On the far mat, you see at 120 pounds, Cameron Hayes out of Cesar Rodney and Liam Bababa from Octorara, wrestler for third place at 120. Sandoval back in control here on top. 56 seconds to go in the period. Half Nelson on the right side, ball on the left side. Sandoval looking for a turn here. And cut and scores McLaughlin. 5-3. 30 seconds to go in the match. And we got a whistle and a restart. 17 seconds to go in the match. Shot by McLaughlin, not there. Goes outside trip. Underhook by Sandoval. Comes back out front. Took the front headlock. Another shot attempt by McLaughlin. Looking to dump. And it's gonna how it's gonna end. 5-3. King Sandoval is your champion at 120 pounds from St. Mary Riken with the 5-3 decision.
And your champion at 120 pounds, King Sandoval. Your top 5 placers at 113 pounds. In 5th place from Cesar Rodney, Kevin Bone. In 4th place from St. Mary's Riken, Alex Figueres.
Who will move now to 126 pounds.
In 3rd place from Stephen Decatur, Robert Kaminsky.
At 126 pounds. We have the number 1 seed, Rashad Stratton from Sussex Central. He's 21-2 this season. He was 3rd in state of Delaware last year, conference champion. He's won the Milford, Delcastle, and Battle at the Beach so far this season. And his opponent, Josh Stokes, the number 2 seed out of Huntingtown, he is 25-3 on the season. He was the outstanding wrestler at the South River Duels, was not a state place winner last year. So here we go, folks, 126 pounds, Stratton and Stokes. Stratton in on a single leg attempt, goes out on the edge. He gets the 2 on the edge, they go out of bounds. Stratton leads 2-0. Stratton in the gold singlet, yellow singlet. Stokes in the light blue. Stratton on top leads 2-0 here. Quick takedown at 126 pounds. Stratton's only 2 losses this season were at the Beast of the East, where he dropped 2 matches. Now he's on a cross face. Looking to cradle. And comes to his feet as Stokes. Stratton brings him right back down to the mat. Hooks the near side leg. And now claw on the far side. Stokes comes to his feet. They go to the edge, out of bounds. We'll come back to the center with 1:15 on the restart. First period, 126 pounds at the War on the Shore tournament at Stephen Decatur High School. Lift by Rashad Stratton, goes low leg Turk. Stratton is ranked number 2 in the state of Delaware this year at 126 pounds. Behind Nick Navonic out of St. George's, state runner-up last year at 120. Stratton looking to get backs here. Gets 1 swipe, 2 swipes. And he's going to get 2 back there, 3 back. Stratton goes up 5-0 here in the first period. 30 seconds to go in the period. Stratton, he's a junior out of Sussex Central High School. He reached the finals with a pin in 3 minutes and 51 seconds over Ben Anderson out of Cesar Rodney. Josh Stokes won a 1-0 match over Nathan Porter of Mount St. Joe's. He is a freshman. They go out of bounds with 14 seconds when we go back. Stratton leads 5-0. Stratton chops, breaks him back down. Under 10 seconds to go here in the period. And that's how it's going to end, with Rashad Stratton leading 5-0 headed into the second period at 126 pounds. Stratton has choice. For Stokes to first, Stratton takes bottom. Second period, I'm there, getting ready to get underway, and there we go. Stratton comes to his feet, stand-up switch, in on a mid-level single, goes to a low single, and works out, got the 1, 6-0 Stratton. Stratton shot, double leg shot on the edge, looking to pick him up. And we go out of bounds, no takedown, 6-0 Stratton, with 1:39 to go in the second period. Another shot attempt by Stratton, stop by Stokes. Stokes in the front headlock. Stratton rises to his feet. And that elbow tie, shot to a single on the edge of the mat. And he brings it up. Oh, a little peek out by Stratton. Doesn't score as he goes out of bounds. Sussex Central coached by Phil Schultai, the Delaware's all-time winningest head coach. Over 400 dual meet wins in his 40th season. Stratton with the takedown goes up 8-0. Huntingtown, coached by Kevin Gilligan, the former coach here at Stephen Decatur, and the guy that created this tournament, the War on the Shore, back about 15 years ago. Stratton up 8-0 here in the second period. And Stratton having a pretty good tournament here. Tech fall in the first round, major decision, pin in the semis, and he's working on a major right now here in the finals. Stratton boot in, ball ride.
Get your hips up, hips up, get your hips up, underneath the arm, underneath the arm.
22 seconds to go here in the second period. Stratton with 2 boots in, looking at the power half on the left side. Now he looks for the break, face rake, not there. And that's how the period ends. 8-0, Rashad Stratton. And Stokes will take down Josh Stokes, a freshman. He's got a decision, a pin, and a 1-0 decision to make the finals. Stratton in the top position here, third period. Stokes takes down. Stokes comes to his feet. Stratton lifts. Low leg Turk. Going across the face. Looking at some backs. And there come the swipes. Stratton gets the pin at 126 pounds. Rashad Stratton, Sussex Central, now 26-2 on the season. And that's going to move us to 132 pounds. As they award some other weight classes, folks. Here we go, at 132 pounds. The number 1 seed, Sean Orem out of Mount St. Joe's, 30-4 on the season. Orem was the Independent School State Champion last year in Maryland. MIAA Champion, 6th at the Beast of the East, 3rd at Mount Madness, 44-12 last season, 6th at National Preps, and 3rd at this tournament last year. His opponent, number 2 seed, the freshman Jackson Dean out of Cesar Rodney, 20-4 on the season. And just a freshman, so no real accomplishments to speak of for the kid. Jackson Dean, wizard off the shot attempt by Orem. And Orem with a standing mixer here. And we're on the edge looking to throw. And Dean, good job of going to his back. They go out of bounds, no score. And we'll stop in the action as some fans are getting some memories here. Photos on the trophy stand as it's right off the edge of here of mat 1. So we have 1:40 when we restart the action. Dump attempt, wizard by Orem. They go back to the edge, out of bounds, still no score. Shot by Jackson Dean, not there. Stuffed by Orem. Dean looking for that dump. And still digging for that dump. Real pie there by Orem. And we got a stalemate with 1:04 to go. First period action 0-0. Jackson Dean in the gold singlet, Cesar Rodney High School. And Sean Orem in the black singlet from Mount St. Joe's. Double A attempt by Orem. And stands him up to go out of bounds. No takedown. Orem's a senior. He reached the finals with a 4-minute, 58-second pin over Andrew Evans of Freedom High School. Dean with a major decision over Grady Holtz of St. Mary Riken. Shot by Dean. Sprawl reshot by Dean. They go back to the edge of the mat. Still no score here. 40 seconds when we restart. 0-0. First period. 132 pounds at the War on the Shore. Dean cautiously, one hand on the mat, approaching Orem. Jackson Dean finished third at. Oh, Dean looking to throw, not there. Now he's in on a double leg to go out of bounds. No score. Jackson Dean third at the Solanco tournament this year. He won the Battle of the Beach at Indian River High School. Peek out attempt. Calls the 2, waves it off, looking to get it again. Gets the win, looking to step over. Dean fighting it off. And not going to get it. And no score as time runs out. 0-0 at the end of the first period. And Coach Harry Barnaby up. There was initially awarded a 2-point takedown by the referee. He waved it off. And then Orem threw the little chin whip. But the referee says he couldn't score. Both refs agreed. We're 0-0. Went on to the second period at 132 pounds. And Coach Barnaby just getting an explanation of what happened. And the ref walks him back to his corner, and we're ready for second period action. Flipping the coin goes to Jackson Dean. He's going to take bottom. 0-0 here. Second period, 132 pounds. War on the Shore finals. Orem right to a claw ride right away off the whistle. Dean coming up to all fours. Just drops back to his knees. A hand fight on. High half by Orem. And Dean's going to cut and score with 1:44 to go. 1-0 Jackson Dean. Second period at 132. Shot by Orem. Down block by Dean. We're on the edge. Dean in on a single. Not there. Out of bounds. Dean is ranked number 2 in Delaware, 130 pounds, behind the defending state champ Greg Baum out of Smyrna. Those two are going to meet in a couple weeks. Ankle pick by Dean, and just can't pull it in. Orem able to get the hips down and fight off the shot attempt. Dean drives to the edge of the mat, and they go out of bounds. No change. Still on her feet with 1:24 to go. Second period. Underhook on the left side here by Orem. Dean circling into it, keeping a wrist on the far side. Watch the peek out. There's a dump. Stuffed by Orem. They go out of bounds. He goes to spin behind. Still 1-0 Jackson Dean. .52 seconds left on the clock here in the second period. Shot attempt by Orem. He's in deep on a double. And he's going to get the takedown. Looking for some backs here. And does not. Niggas no backs. 2-1. Sean Orem. 29 seconds to go here in the second period. Orem with a cross wrist. Looking to lift and turn.
20, let's go, 20.
10 seconds to go here in the period with Orem leading in the black. 2-1. And he'll have choice heading into the third period. Then that's how it ends. 2-1 at the end of 2 periods. Orem, he's going to take the bottom position. Put 2 minutes on the clock. Third period action coming here at 132 pounds.
Time to turn and cut.
Stand up attempt by Orem, gets to his feet, digs an underhook, and gets the one.
All right, here we go.
Makes it 3-1. Shot double leg by Jackson Dean, comes up around the waist. And he's going to get the takedown, looking for some backs. 3-3. As Dean scores a takedown. He's got the low leg. Now he's looking to work up to the top. Lets it go. 3-3. Minute 30 to go here in the third period. We're tied up at 132 pounds. The 2 top seeds in this weight class tournament seeded pretty well. There's a lot of very few non-1 or 2s got through. And here's one that got it right at 132 pounds. Dean looking for a cradle. Got cross face, cross arm. Going to pick that near side. Now looking for a cradle. Approaching a minute to go in the period. Rises to his feet, cuts and scores. 52 seconds on the clock. We're on our feet with Orm leading 4-3 on the edge. Going to go out of bounds. We'll have 45 seconds left in this match. Sean Orm in the black leads 4-3 over Jackson Dean from Caesar Rodney. Shot by Jackson Dean and on a double. .25 seconds to go here in the match. And we got a stalemate. 22 seconds on the restart. Are on our feet. 4-3. Sean Orm leads. Shot by Orm. He's in deep on a double. He's going to get the takedown. He goes up 5-3. Check that, make that 6-3. As time runs down. Sean Orm is your champion with a 6-3 decision at 132 pounds for Mount St. Joe's.
And your champion, 132 pounds from Mount St. Joe's, Sean Orm. Your top 5 place winners.
That's going to move us to 138 pounds, folks, as they award
in 5th place from Freedom.
The 126-pound weight class.
In 4th place from Damascus, Dylan.
And we'll talk about the 138-pounders coming up. The number 1 seed, Scott Obendorfer out of Damascus. He's 26-0 on the season, and he's up against the number 2 seed, Dante Immediato out of Middletown, Delaware. He's the defending state champion. He's 19-4 this year. Obendorfer second in Maryland last year, first in the regions, and he was the champion of the Damascus Holiday Tournament. Dante Immediato is a returning state champ in Delaware. He won the Milford Invitational and finished second at the Polytech Invitational. 138 pounds. And here we go, folks, at 138. Immediato in the blue camouflage singlet. And takedown by Obendorfer. He goes up 2-0 in the first period. Folks, we will talk to head coach Harry Barnaby of Mount St. Joe's after the tournament, after the finals here, and talk about their big win here at War on the Shore. And we will pick a 302 Sports Outstanding Wrestler. And we will interview that wrestler as well. And Obendorfer with a cradle. Pulls it back on the edge, getting the swipes. Immediato last week won the Battle of the Bridge over at Bow Manor. Obendorfer stretching out on his cradle. And Obendorfer gets the pin in a minute and 10 seconds. And he is your 138-pound War on the Shore champion, Scott Obendorfer, out of Damascus, Maryland.
Please report to the awards area. Go ahead and make your way there now, actually. Top 5 final, or top 5.
That's going to move us to 145. We'll have a little break here, folks, as the other 130-pound match finishes up, and we'll go take a break here, and we'll be right back with some War on the Shore action.
Hi, I'm Shannon Colburn, General Manager of Lupo Seafood Grill in Bethany Beach.
And I'm Douglas Ruley, Vice President and Chef at Sodell Concept.
Located on Coastal Highway just north of downtown Bethany Beach, Lupo Seafood Grill and Raw Bar is a landmark restaurant overlooking the beautiful salt pond. Some house specialties include fried and beaded lobster tails, baked oysters, seafood stew, lobster cavatappi, and of course, daily selections of fresh fish and raw oysters.
That's Lupo Seafood Grill and Raw Bar in Bethany Beach.
Come check us out.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Solo Concepts.
I'm Ronnie Burkle from Papa Grande's.
Come visit us at Papa Grande's in beautiful Fenwick Island, Delaware. See you soon.
At Papa Grande's, we serve fresh, authentic Mexican food with specialties like blackened fish tacos and short rib cheesesteak burritos. We have great nightly specials throughout the second season and serve the best happy hour at the coolest bar every day year-round. We are open 7 days a week, all year long.
Papa Grande's overlooking the water in beautiful Fenwick Island, Delaware. Come check us out.
And welcome back, folks, to War on the Shore. We're at 145 pounds as we finish up the 138-pound match for third place over on mat 2, and we'll let you see a little bit of that action across the gym.
And the awards at 132 pounds. In fifth place from Coatesville, Nathan Decatur. In fourth place from Freedom, Andrew Evans. My apologies. In fourth place, 132 pounds, Brady Hotz of St. Mary's Riken. My apologies. In third place from Freedom, Andrew Evans. In second place from Caesar Rodney, Jackson Dean. And your champion at 132 pounds from Mount St. Joe, Sean Oram. Ryan Lawrence. And from
there we go.
Decatur, Andy McCann.
We're back, folks, at 145 pounds. Andy McCann, 26-0. Hit from here at Stephen Decatur up against Ryan Lawrence out of Damascus, and his coach said the two best wrestlers in Maryland, he believes. Andy McCann in the blue and Ryan Lawrence in the white singlet. Andy McCann, 26-0 on the season. He's a senior. Second in Maryland last year, first in the region. Ryan Lawrence, the Damascus, a junior, third in the state last year, first in his region, and he was second at the Damascus Holiday Tournament, and he is 25-1 on the season. McCann reached the finals with a 6-2 decision over Tony Sita of Huntingtown. And Lawrence with a pin in 4 minutes and 16 seconds over Alex Cressy of Milford. And double underhook. That's going to be a stall call on McCann as they go out of bounds. 0-0 here at 145 pounds. Shot by McCann. Double underhook by Lawrence and walks out of bounds. No score, 0-0. We got the war on the shore, folks. Stephen Decatur High School. McCann, he's the hometown guy. He's a Stephen Decatur Seahawk. He was the #1 seed, undefeated on the season. Attempt to throw by Lawrence. Reshot attempt by McCann. They go out of bounds, no score. 43 seconds on the restart. And shot out of bounds. No score. 32 seconds to go. First period. Collar tie both wrestlers. Lawrence looking to shrug out. Shot attempt by McCann, not there. Comes back up with an underhook. McCann in the blue, Lawrence in the white as they come to the edge of the mat and go out of bounds almost right on our table. 0-0. 22 seconds left here in the period. Only got 2 seconds. 0-0 at the end of one, and the coin toss goes to Lawrence. And he's going to go down right away, try to get that first score in case we get to the ultimate ride out. Comes his feet cut right away by McCann. It's 1-0. Ryan Lawrence of Damascus with the escape. Possibly a preview of the Maryland 3A 4A state championship match at 145. Coach Todd Martinick out of Stephen Decatur said he feels that they are the best two 145 pounders in the state of Maryland in Maryland 3A 4A. Shot by Lawrence on the edge, tries to throw through, no score. Minute 33 when we restart. Clock winding down to a minute. Here in the second period, 1-0. Lawrence in the white leads. And we'll go out of bounds again with 55 seconds left on the clock in the second period. On the far mat, you have Alex Cressy out of Milford with a 5-0 lead over Tony Sita of Huntingtown, wrestling for third place. We're 1-0 here in the first place championship match at 145. Approaching 20 seconds left in the period. Shot attempt by Lawrence, stuffed by McCann. And we go to the edge and out of bounds. 10 seconds left in the second.
All 138-pound top 5 place winners, please make your way to the orange area now. Again, top 5 place winners, 138 pounds, please make your way to the orange.
And the period ends 1-0. McCann's going to take bottom as he trails 1-0 in this match. 2 minutes on the clock, third period action at 145 pounds. War on the shore. McCann looking to switch, gets the leg, comes to his feet, and he's going to cut and score. 1-1. Third period action at 145 pounds. McCann does have a stall call in this match already. Stall warning back in the first period. And Alex Cressy takes third place on the far mat at 145 pounds as that match wraps up. Shot by McCann, stuffed with an underhook by Lawrence to come back to their feet. And Lawrence with a double underhook that gets to the edge, shoots him off. There's a stall call, 1 point for Lawrence. It's now 2-1, and Coach Todd Martinick, he wants to ask about that. Two to 1 lead for Lawrence. And Coach Todd Martinick not happy about the call. And gets an unsportsmanlike warning for the Decatur Seahawks. And we're going to be on our feet. 2-1, Lawrence leads. Minute 23 to go in the match. He goes double underhook, pushes to the edge, goes out of bounds. And we return 2-1, Lawrence. Shot, reshot by McCann. And we go out the edge, still attempt to go out of bounds. 1 minute and 2 seconds on the restart. Russell's starting to get a little chippy here on the edge and brings the fans to life. Shot by Lawrence, he's in on a single, brings it up. And Lawrence at the mid-level trips. Throw attempt by McCann, just not there, rolls out. Little scramble, another point scored. Back it up. Back it up. 30 seconds to go here in the match. Lawrence in the white with a 2-1 lead. Shot by McCann, stuffed with a hip by Lawrence. McCann comes up, looking to sub through. And go behind. And he wins the scramble. Yes, he wins the scramble, goes up 4-1. Ryan Lawrence. 2 seconds on the clock. And that's how it's going to end. 4-1. Ryan Lawrence from Damascus. So possibly a preview of the Maryland 3A, 4A state championships for you Maryland folks. That's going to move us to 152. Joining me for the last half of the broadcast, Trey Mitchell, assistant coach at Caesar Rodney High School. And Trey, talk a little bit about that 132-pound match. Your guy, he stayed in there for a while.
Yeah, we thought he had an opportunity there. Like to see him get a little more offensive, but he wrestled a great match, wrestled a great tournament. Only a freshman, so we're still happy with him. You know, can't be mad at him. He wrestled a good tournament, good tough match, hung around there the whole way.
So here we go, we're at 152 pounds. Billy Thomas, the number 1 seed from Good Counsel, 31-7 on the season. He's up against Chase Stevens out of Coatesville, 19-1. Thomas, a senior. Chase Stevens, also a senior. He is committed to Chattanooga for next year. And a little bit of their bio here. Bailey Thomas, Maryland Private School State Champion. 7th at the Ironman, 7th at the Beast, 6th at the Powerade. I'd say Trey, he's a pretty good wrestler.
Yeah, it sounds like
And there we go. Chase Stevens out of Coatesville was not a state place winner, 2nd in his region, 7th in the PIAA in 2016. So here we go. 152 pounds. Thomas, good counsel. And Stevens out of Coatesville, Pennsylvania. This tournament trick, shot in on a single. Stevens wizard by Thomas and takedown by Chase Stevens. And Trey, one thing I noticed about this tournament, you can probably talk about a little more, is just the difference of styles between the 4 states represented here. Each area bringing a little different style to the mat.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of different styles. Made for a good tournament, made for some fun matchups.
And some pretty good finals so far here. So they locked a couple pins, but a lot of highly contested matches here.
These have been great finals matches. It's been great to watch as a coach and a fan.
And you bring in a young team and going to finish in the top 10. So you got to be happy going back to finish the dual meet part of the season heading into conference and states.
Yeah, I can't help but be happy with these guys. We asked a lot of them. So yeah, like you said, they're young and can only get better.
2-0 lead for Stevens. I talked to former Delaware state champion from a long time ago, probably talking 20 to 30 years. Jeff Delacampagna, his son, finished here wrestling for Coatesville, and he said this Stevens kid, he's the real deal.
Yeah, he's filled out, got right after it. Got taken down pretty early in the match, and he's just riding tough right now. So
he reached the finals with a 14-0 major decision over Joshua Laubach of Archbishop Curley. Beat 6th ranked Delaware Max Tolson with a major decision, 13-5. And he kind of ran through the Delaware guys today. He also beat Kyrie Hovington with a pin in the minute 35. Bailey Thomas had a good counsel. He had a 29-second pin to start the tournament. And then beat John Short of Mount St. Joe's with a tech fall. And then a 16-3 major decision over Nick Sohoff of Huntingtown. So these guys coming in, putting the points on the board.
Not right now, they're not.
Not right now, 2-0.
Chess match right now.
And as time winds down here in the first period. And a lot of times you got two guys that just blew their way through the tournament, and then it's like two rocks hitting each other. Hit a wall here in the finals.
It's time to battle it out now.
So first period ends. Stevens will go down. He leads 2-0. He's 19-1 on the season. Headed to Chattanooga next year.
Right out.
He's going to get these skippies right out. He leads 3-0.
Chattanooga like that doesn't waste time at all.
No, not at all. And you wrestling fans and other Maryland fans know what good counsel is. Maybe some of you Delaware and PA and Virginia fans out there watching. Good counsel. That's where Kyle Snyder came from, the Olympic gold medalist and national champ out of Ohio State.
Home with Kyle Snyder.
3-0 here, second period at 152 pounds, last half of the tournament. I'm Benny Mitchell here on 302 Sports at the War on the Shore in Berlin, Maryland. We're joined by Trey Mitchell, assistant coach at Cesar Rodney, and just also happens to be my son. So it was kind of easy to get him to sit down here and help with the broadcast. Shot in on a single or high crotch is Thomas. Subs up. And big cross face there by Stevens, looking to break the lock. Can't go to the ankle.
Stick that near side. Here's first on the crossface, took that near side.
Now he's pulling at the elbow, trying to break that lock. And he's going to go behind. Great technical defensive wrestling there, Trey. Pulling up that elbow, breaking the lock, and going behind.
That's exactly what you want to see in that position. A lot of guys try to reach over across the body, and it just keeps their hips in tight. I'd rather heavy hips, legs back, instead of reaching over and keep my legs in. Give them the angle.
5-0. Chase Stevens leads from Coatesville in the gray singlet. Bailey Thomas from good counsel in the black singlet. On the far mat, wrestling for third place, that's Brian Schneider, number 2 ranked in Delaware at 152. He trails Josh Laubach of Archbishop Curley 62 in the third place match. Time is on the mat, 5-0 lead for Stevens. And that's how it's going to end the second period, 5-0. Thomas will have choice. He's going to go to his feet.
Stevens, he's put together.
He's
put together great periods on top too. I mean,
he definitely found his way through the weight room at Coatesville, no doubt about it.
Yeah, that's only helped, right?
And good counsel, Trey. That's where we'll be next Sunday afternoon. Me and you, we got tickets.
Yeah.
We're going to see the Ohio State Buckeyes come to town, and they're going to take on the Maryland Terrapins.
It's going to be exciting to watch.
College wrestling in a high school gym, so probably a little packed house there.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Kyle Snyder's homecoming.
Yeah. It'll be a little closer comfort, but worth it.
Bailey Thomason on single, breaks out, but no score. 5-0 lead here for Stevens in the gray for Coatesville.
Stevens been solid in all positions in this match.
Yeah, that's twice now this kid's been in deep on a high crotch and just not able to finish it.
Stingy.
And we go out of bounds. 53 seconds left in the third period when we restart. 5-0. Chase Stevens out of Coatesville leads. Chase Stevens, he shows a lot of good instincts and characteristics to be a successful college wrestler.
That's what I was going to say. Doing all the things that college coach is going to have to. Yep, hold position. Not just, being stingy with his defense. Not wasting time in positions. Getting up from bottom quick and riding tough. That's big. It's big for the next level.
Shot by Stevens. He's in on a single. Body wizard by Thomas. And we should get a stalemate here. But we're not. With 12 seconds to go, and we get the stalemate. 11 seconds in the third period left on the restart. Chase Stevens leads 5-0 at 152 pounds. Shot attempt, reshot by Stevens, and that's going to end 5-0. Chase Stevens with the decision at 152 pounds.
Good match right there. That was a good all-around match for Chase Stevens.
Coatesville gets their first champion, which is going to move us to 160 pounds. Then 160 pounds, Trey. We have the number 1 seed, Cornelius Schuster, out of Mount St. Joe's. He's 24-4. He's a senior, and he's up against the returning Delaware State champion, Brandon Bautista, also a senior, second seed, 20-4 on the season.
Bautista's got that offense.
Schuster, second in the Maryland Private School State Championships, first in the region, second at the Mount Madman. Oh, we're going to get right to the action, folks, so here we go. Don't even have time for the bios. We're off and at it. Bautista and Schuster. 160 pounds. Bautista, tough week. Lost to Corey Lawson last week, the number 3 ranked wrestler in Delaware. At the time, Bautista was 1. He's now moved down to number 3, and then lost in the finals of the dugout story. He's in on double. He's going to score now. No score yet. But the number 1 ranked wrestler took 2 tough losses in the same week, Trey, and boom, he comes to a tough tournament like this. He's in the finals. He's in on a double.
Yeah. He's got good offensive attacks. Just hopefully keep it up for 6 minutes. What we want to see.
Yeah, it shows a lot of mental toughness to find himself in this position today. Funk attempt by Schuster. Comes out the back. Keeping the leg is Bautista. And there's the score, 2-0. for Cornelius Schuster. Nice little 160-pound scramble there.
Yeah, that's what you want to see. That's what as a fan you want to see.
302 Sports Folks brings you this action. We stepped across the line from 302 to the 410, but we're here getting you some action, some Delaware teams down here, and getting you some Virginia, some Pennsylvania, and Maryland action as well. Looking for a little inside wrist tilt here. There's Schuster on the edge of the mat.
Just getting more eyes on the sport.
And we go out of bounds. 2-0. Schuster leads. 31 seconds left in the first period. Bautista, we talked about, he can be an explosive wrestler. You know, he kind of like lulls you to sleep as a fan there. You talked about there's the roll, doesn't score on it, but those are the kind of things he can do and score points.
Yeah, instant offense, like I said.
And we talked about his offense. He got to the finals with an 8-7 decision over John Ferguson from Damascus. Schuster came here with a major decision over Scott Burridge of Octorara. And that's the end of the first period. 2-0 for Cornelius Schuster. He wins the toss. He's going to defer, and Bautista's going to go down. So look for some type of funky roll here out of Bautista.
Yeah, he's going to create some motion. I'll tell you that. There'll be 1 or 2 scrambles in this period. I think.
Front roll coming out, looking to get his hips over. Does. Schuster stays locked, switches to a double.
Yeah, he stayed good. He stayed good following there.
And that may have been a locked hands there, Trick, because he was on the top position.
Yeah, but they were up on their feet.
Schuster, he's in the old Mount St. He got one of the throwback singlets on, doesn't he?
Throwback. It's probably essential to break out the throwbacks.
That's right.
Goes out.
Schuster, he's got a little high 4 here on the near side. He's walking that leg over. Working top half with pulling the wrist out. I ain't looking to put it on the back. Bautista raises back to his knees. And we're out of bounds. Still 2-0. Minute 2 on the clock here in the second period. 2-0 Schuster in the purple singlet for the Mount St. Joe Gales. Brandon Bautista, Sussex Central High School. The Golden Knights. Elbow roll. Comes out. Schuster brings it away. Almost gets backs out of it.
Schuster's really good about following and staying in position here on these rolls.
And going high 4, working the cross faces here. And now working the power half on the left side.
Ooh, big cross face.
Big cross face. And we're going to get a stall on top, riding parallel. So we're breaking the action. We'll restart with 36 seconds on the clock. Schuster still 2-0. Big lift and now return. And gravy roll comes Bautista, looking to come out with a low leg. Schuster trades it. He just wins positions.
He's this whole match. He's just held position. Extinguished the the flurries. He's good.
Time running down here in the second period. 2-0 lead for Cornelius Schuster. And we're going to go to the third period. Still 2-0. Folks, at the end of the night, we'll talk to Harry Barnaby sitting there in the corner. Head coach of Mount St. Joe's. They wrapped the tournament up before we even got to the finals. And we'll have an outstanding wrestler. We'll interview those guys. Double leg shot by Bautista.
Stopped on his knees.
Front headlock position by Schuster. And we're on the edge to go out of bounds. 1 minute and 32 seconds on the restart. 3-0 lead for Schuster.
We'll see another 1 or 2 flurries here from Bautista, I think.
He does have some back pocket moves. He's got some tricks, and he's good at it. He's explosive.
Yeah.
But It's hard to get those off of the guy that's holding position and winning the positions like Schuster is.
That's the best recipe for a kid who has that
Stand right in his face. And Baptiste's trying to get frustrated. He can't find an opening.
Yep. He's holding position.
Tries a super duck, not there.
Not letting him move him.
Schuster head block, ground block, and keeps off the attack. And
Baptiste might want to look to put him under first or something.
Yeah, we're going to get a stall call and a point.
Wow.
On Schuster.
He's held nothing but the center of the mat.
Aggressive on that call.
That's 2 aggressive stall calls in this match, but.
And they go out of bounds. Still 3-1. 39 seconds to go. Third period action at 160 pounds. Quick shot by Bautista, stuffed by Schuster. Now he goes back to his front head position. And not really looking to score here, I don't think, Trey. Just looking to ward off a stalling call and hold on for the win.
Take the points if they're there.
And there it is. Here he comes. He goes behind. He's got the ankle on the near side. Looking to spin. He gets it. Takedown. Cornelius Schuster. He goes up 5-0 or 5-1. And Graham's out by Bautista. 5-2. Time running out here in the third period in the match. Bautista needs something big, more than just a takedown. Goes for the flying squirrel, not there. That's how it's going to end. Pretty exciting 160-pound match. A lot of action.
Watch.
Cornelius Schuster is your champion from Mount St. Joe.
Can't be mad by that match. That was entertaining.
Very entertaining match, folks. Glad we could bring it to you. 5-2 for Schuster. He's your champion at 160 pounds. And as they give out the awards behind us, we're going to talk about this 170-pound match. And it's number 1 seed, Gino Sita, out of Huntingtown, 27-1 on the season. And he's up against the number 2 seed, Justin Henry, out of Mount St. Joe's, 24-4. Sita, senior. Henry, just a sophomore. Big sophomore. Gino Sita, 3rd in Maryland last year, 1st in his region, 2nd in 2015, 4th in 2014, and Henry 4th in Maryland Privates last year, 3rd in his region, 2nd in Mount Madness, 38-4 last season, 6th at the National Preps. So here we go, folks, 170 pounds. Sita and Henry. Both wrestlers in the feeling out process.
Yeah, definitely feeling each other out here.
Sita, I did not have a score for his semifinal match, but Henry got here with a pin and 1 second left in the match over Zechariah Gray of Nazamon River. And Sita had an 18-5 major decision over Ryan Sharpless.
Mount St. Joe's team's been heavy-handed all tournaments. See great hand fighting out of that team.
Head coach Mount St. Joe's, Harry Barmy Trey, we met him back in the youth rings when he was coaching the Mount St. Joe's youth wrestlers. And they've been the head coach for about 6 years now at Mount St. Joe's. And I think the first time we bumped into him was in Laurel, Delaware at a youth tournament.
Yeah, he's done well with this team.
Yes, he has. I believe he is a Mount St. Joe's Hall of Famer himself. Mount St. Joe's right in the heart of Baltimore. And no score on the board yet. Here at 170 pounds on the far mat. 3rd place match, Kajay Reynolds out of Milford and Ryan Sharpless out of Rockdale, Pennsylvania. "25 seconds to go here. No score in the first period. At 170 pounds. Sita in the navy or the light blue singlet. Shot attempt. Block. Looking to go behind is Henry. And just good tight elbow by Sita. Henry in the black singlet. Mount St. Joe Gales. So we got a little Maryland Public versus Maryland Private School action going on here. 0-0 at the end of 1. Folks, we're on 302 Sports. We're at the Roar on the Shore at Stephen Decatur High School in Berlin, Maryland, just outside Ocean City. Other than today's rain, pretty good weekend, pretty good weather here at the beach in January. Cut and score by Henry. He goes up 1-0 here in the second period at 170 pounds.
Let's say he's ready to unleash that offense any minute now.
Yeah, we talked about the position of Schuster. Same thing here. Yeah, he comes out from that stand-up, right back in his stance in good position.
Yep. A lot of level changes, a lot of heavy hands. He's moving. Both wrestlers hold a good position in this match.
And we've been to that gym back, coming up through youth and high school trade at Mount St. Joe. They have a new gym now.
Oh, really? It's not that old one.
One of your faves put a lot of money into that. Former New York Yankee first baseman.
Mark Teixeira.
Mount St. Joe alumni. And gave back. And
there you go. I'm sure he had a little spare change.
Just a little.
Not a bad shot.
And snap, go behind, throws it by, lifts, and going to take him to the mat. Roll through by Sita. We got a scramble on here. 150 pound, locks up a cradle. I think that's two. What do you think, Trey? Is the cradle locked up inbounds?
Two.
And Coach Harry Barnaby, he's going to ask referee C.T. Baker about that. But you had an near side cradle, knee on the mat, both guys inbounds. That's a textbook takedown.
Yeah, that is a takedown.
Yeah, it appears that Baker might be telling him he needs to be on his hip. Not sure. Barnaby's going to take the explanation, go back to his corner.
All you can do.
47 seconds left to go here, second period. 1-0 lead by Henry.
Good scramble by both guys.
Big scramble at 170. Both these guys too stingy to give up points.
Hey, guys, that's a thing. I like to see that, though. It's good wrestling right there.
Huntingtown, coached by Kevin Gilligan, the former coach here at Stephen Decatur. Him and Todd Martinek, they started this tournament back about 15 years ago.
It's a good tournament.
Been here a long time. Trey, you participated in this tournament back about 2010 as a sophomore, junior.
Sophomore.
The sophomore. Fifth place finisher back then, 119 pounds?
Yes, sir.
You haven't seen 119 in a long time, have you?
No, I have not.
And we got a stall call on Sita.
I haven't seen it since about December 23rd of that year.
I'm not sure if that was a stall call or he's just telling us the end of the period. I think it may have been telling us the end of the period. So here we go, third period, 1-0 Henry, he's on top. Comes to his feet, lift and return. And he's going to cut him.
Keep on his feet.
1-1. So here we go, 1-1. Third period, looking for an exciting finish, especially after the big scramble we saw in the second period.
Yeah.
Shot attempt by Sita, not there. And a lot of times Henry goes front head or pit defense that goes behind there, but didn't do it that time.
Yeah, he looks good out there. He's still moving.
He looks like he wants to create his own offense.
Oh,
a single for Sita.
Got sick of that lock.
This snap, Henry shot. Spun out by Sita. No score. 1-1 in this match.
Another sweep attempt. See how that front headlock you're talking about?
There you go. Right back to that front headlock. Brings him down the mat. Turns into an underhook. On the edge. Out of bounds. Minute 3 left in this match. 1-1.
It's a lot of push-outs out of bounds.
Out of Huntington, Henry, Mount St. Joe's. Winding now, we're at 170 pounds, and there's a stall call on Henry.
Stalling red.
So we're going to get the stall call off a shot attempt.
Wow.
Again, another aggressive stall call here in these finals, but shot by Henry on a double leg. Stuffs it in again on another nice chain wrestle here. Goes to high, out of bounds. No score. And Henry's starting to show some speed and quickness here, Trey.
Yeah, he's keeping himself composed in this match. He's doing a good job. Both are doing a good job. They're both
23 seconds to go, 1-1 at 170 pounds. On 302 Sports, folks, we're bringing you the War on the Shore tournament here in Berlin, Maryland. Shot by Cena, not there, blocked by Henry. Looks to go behind on the edge, throw by, and they go out of bounds with 2 seconds on the clock, so we're going to see some free wrestling, I think.
Yeah, both these guys have had great shots and great defenses to each other. It's been an entertaining match to watch. Yeah, looks like we're going over.
And we're going to our first overtime match of the night as we go on our feet, put a minute on the clock. If we do get to the ride-out, so Henry has shown that he has some big mat returns, Trey, so we might have to go to him and win this on the ride-out.
Yeah.
Neither wrestler, a lot of shots in this match, nobody able to finish.
Yeah, no one's finishing, no one's scoring.
Shot by Cena, he's in deep on a mid-level single, go to the edge, looking to beat that Wizard.
He made a mistake and reached for the head there. Got the hip. No.
And we talk about that a lot, Trey. When you're locked on that leg and you reach up for the head, it's like it's there. It's like the candy in the dish. You just can't take it.
You're better off kicking that lock and bringing it back into the center there on the edge.
Wrist snap. I don't think he expected him to go down that far.
Yeah. Got to be in position to score on that.
1-1. We're in overtime. The first overtime on our feet.
Oh, good peek. Starting to slow down.
12 seconds on the clock here in the overtime. Our first overtime match of the night.
Digs for a hook. Both guys starting to wear down.
They're getting a little tired here. So here we go. We're going to go to the first of 2 rideouts. And the coin toss goes to Cena. And he's going to go down first. So he wants to get that first point on the board. Here in the overtime. 1-1. We're in the second overtime. 1 of 2 rideouts. At 170 pounds comes up with the switch. And gets the escape pretty quick.
Right there. Explosion.
Wrist snap. In on a mid-level single.
I'd pull that down. He can pull it to the outside. He can pull it down to the outside.
To the edge. Steps over the leg. They're going to go out of bounds. In the first ride out, 11 seconds left. 2-1 lead for Cena out of Huntingtown.
That was good stingy defense by Cena there.
Throw by, can't get the ankle though.
Both these guys are pretty slick out there.
Yeah, both of them a good underhook series. Here we go. Henry's going to take the bottom position. He trails 2-1. So I believe Henry scored first.
He did.
So he will have choice if we get to the ultimate rideout.
Yep.
And comes to his feet and scores. So we're 2-2 in the third overtime, the second of 2 rideouts. Neither wrestler was able to secure a takedown. Both guys have been in on some pretty good shots. Just stingy defense and the inability to finish shots. Sweep and a reshot by Cena on the edge. And we go out of bounds. There's like 8 seconds to go here in the ride out.
Oh, the whistle.
Looks for a headlock. They're going to go out of bounds. And I think Cena trying to score there because he knows Henry's got the choice, the option to go down. He's escaped twice quickly. So we're going to the ultimate tiebreaker, folks. If the top guy can ride or score, he wins. If the bottom guy can escape,
he wins.
And score, he wins. 2-2. It's our first overtime, and we get all of it. Lots of free wrestling here.
So is there only college where there's another minute on your feet in between?
Yes. Here we go. Henry takes the bottom position. So Cena's going to have to put a ride on here, Trey.
He's got to put a ride on.
And that's going to be a stalemate on the first one. Or excuse me, potentially dangerous.
Yep.
And Coach Barnaby wanted to talk about it, changes his mind, gets back to his seat. Here we go.
That's what stolen calls are good.
Again, rises to his feet, comes out, re-attack by Sita. And he's going to say no loss of control, 19 seconds left.
Loss of control.
And the Mount St. Joe's people behind us are not very happy about that call.
They're right not to be.
Coach Barnaby can't make up his mind whether he wants to argue or not.
Well, there's no reason to argue there. He's got to try to keep wrestling.
Again, rises to his feet, looking to clear the hips. Comes out, that's an escape, and that's your champion, Justin Henry. Trey's probably the best match of the night so far.
Best match of the night. Both guys, it was a great match. It was just fun to watch.
Justin Henry wins on the ultimate tiebreaker as he gets the escape with just under 10 seconds, which is going to move us to 182 pounds. And at 182 pounds, we have another Mount St. Joe's wrestler. That's David Schultz. He's 25-2 on the season. He's a junior. Second in the Maryland Privates last year, first in his region. Second in Mount Madness. Eighth in Fargo in freestyle, regional county champ. And up against Paul Perkey out of Damascus. Perkey is a defending state champ. Second in the region, though. He wrestled for Good Counsel last year, so he was first in the privates. And he just won the Damascus Holiday Tournament. So we're at 182 pounds. Schultz with an 8-3 decision over the top seed, Ryan Deloach. He is your number 4 seed in this tournament. And Perkey defeated Tyler Matheny of Lake Braddock out of Virginia. So here we go, folks, 182 pounds. Double high cross takedown by Perkey on a re-attack. He's 26-0 on the season, Trey.
Hey, looks like he can go.
And escape there by Schultz. It's 2-1.
Right back in.
Wow, right back in on a double leg.
I'm thinking about running takedowns here. It's 2 easy shots he's gotten.
Got kind of a funky stance there, Trey. He's kind of like, leaning forward, but he makes it work.
Yeah, he's making it work.
He's also another one that looks like he's found the weight room at Damascus High School.
I think he knows where the weights are.
4-1. Paul Perkey from Damascus with 2 takedowns here in the first period. And we have 2-1 on the board. So it's either got to be 2-0 or 4-1. Yeah. 2-1 this position.
No, they gave a standing reversal. Ref flashed a standing reversal, and then I think he confused himself.
Yeah, I still don't know how you get an odd number here. Standing reversals 2.
Yeah, I know.
We have 3 points on the board.
I'm confused myself. Yeah, it should be even numbers right now.
Right.
Unless you give an escape and a takedown.
But that's not what they're saying they did. I guess we're going to discuss a little further. If it's 2 reversals, there's no way that we have an odd number on the board.
I think they takedown, standing reversal, escape, and a takedown.
Okay, so it's 5-2. So
yep.
They've changed it up. So back to action here. With a minute 5 to go, first period. A lot of score already, 5-2.
No, this whole Damascus team, they're all slapped together. I was watching them throughout the weekend.
Oh, a little headstand, go behind. That's a reversal and then an escape. And these 2 are getting at it. They look 6-pounders, Trey.
Yeah.
Pulls it back in. A little front trip.
Back trip. Now you can wrap around.
Oh, he's going to wrap around, get a boot in. You got to be careful there.
Yeah, you got to be smart with that.
Well, Nate pulls it back out front. Got to watch a Peterson here.
Yep.
And we go out of bounds.
Great scrambles.
6-4. We're on our feet. I think the refs are getting confused.
Yeah.
So we're going to go back. We're going to discuss this score some more. go back to action. 6-4.
Right back on the legs.
In favor of Perkey.
Oh.
And he gets in a double. Wow.
Oh, I like a mixer there.
And now he's on Porter Nelson. We're getting a little bit of everything in this match. It says for 182. We're in the first period.
These guys are going.
All right. And that's the end of the period. 6-4. Paul Perkey from Damascus leads. And Schultz is going to take bottom. Perkey in the white singlet. Schultz in the black from Mount St. Joe's.
Yeah, it's smart to let him up there. That's been his biggest flaw in that first period on top.
Back in on a double leg. 6-5 match. And it looks like Schultz, after getting taken down twice, has found an answer for Perkey. And here it is right here. He might have him trapped here with the leg and the underhook.
That's maybe going to look in the count here.
Still no takedown awarded.
No, he awarded 2. He awarded 2.
If he awarded 2, he better start when he comes out. No award. Gave no points on that.
I must have shaken. No.
Right now, there they are. Now, is he awarding backs also?
Yes, he is. But he never swiped. I guess he counted in his head.
So we're going back to the scorers table as we get this one figured out. We're at the War on the Shore, folks.
170 pounds. Please make your way to the awards area at the end of the second period.
In Berlin, Maryland, right outside Ocean City. We're at 182 pounds. Folks, we will have an outstanding wrestler to name at the end. We'll talk to that individual. Several candidates still out there. And a couple more matches to go. So here we go. We'll check the scores now. 9-7 for Schultz. And Perkey is in on a single, brings it up mid-level. Looks to trip, takes it out of bounds. And we got out of bounds, no score. Minute 7 to go in the period. Only second period here at 182. Another shot attempt by Perkey. He just keeps the engine running, doesn't he, Joe?
Well, I think this guy has unlimited gas tank, it looks like. We'll find out in the third, but he's just going. Always looking to score, that's what I like to see.
Staying on that single.
I'm going to cut to a double here.
Watch out, he has the chin, maybe looking to mix it over. Chin whips it. He got 2. He's getting the slice.
He might get the fall here. Guy behind me says.
Now he's over top. Going to impose the weight, and there's the pin at 182 pounds.
You need to slap the mat by him, son.
David Schultz gets the pin for Mount St. Joe's.
Entertaining match there.
That was a heck of a 182-pound match. I got to give props to those guys. So here we go, 195 pounds.
That's a lot of Mount St. Joe's guys in this finals.
Yes, there are.
I guess that's why they won the tournament.
The upset guy, the number 5 seed, Eric Bennett, he's pulled 2 upsets. He's had a heck of a tournament. He's only a sophomore, or excuse me, a junior out of Milford, Delaware. He's 15-2 on the season. Not a state place winner, not even a state qualifier, and he's in the finals of the War on the Shore. And he's going up against Austin Stiff of Mount St. Joe's, 22-6 on the season. 5th in his region, 3rd at Mount Madness, 40-6 last year. 5th in the Maryland Regional Tournament. So here we go at 195 pounds, number 2 seed versus the number 5 seed. And Bennett got here on a huge headlock in the semifinals. So let's see if he can keep it going. I know you've walked into that Milford wrestling room before, and Coach Don Parsley, he spends quite a bit of time working on throws, over-unders, headlocks, and look at a kid like this, it looks like it paid off because he's standing here in the finals.
Yeah, Coach Parsley does appreciate a good throw, and so it looks like Bennett kid bought in. Got him in the finals, right? Good time of the year to turn it on, huh?
Absolutely. 195, 220. And 285 left. 285 could be an entertaining match. This kid from Nazmon River is a tough hombre.
Oh, yes, he is. I saw him earlier in the semis. Big man that can move.
As we're finishing up the third place match over on mat 2.
So there's an entertaining match over there too, 4-0.
So here we go, folks.
In your championship final, from Milford, Eric Bennett. And from St. Joe's, Austin Stiff.
Austin Stiff and Eric Bennett. So here we go. 195 pounds underway at the War on the Shore. Shot attempt by Stiff to go out of bounds. Folks, we're on 302 Sports here at the War on the Shore tournament in Berlin, Maryland. Stephen Decatur High School. They had one guy in the finals, Andy McCann. He finished second.
These guys are throwing a lot of hands here early.
Yeah. And Bennett looks like, I think he's a surprise guy here for a lot of people. I don't think he's surprised to be here right now, Trey. He's getting the hand fight on, calm, cool, and he's just looking for that big throw.
Like he's supposed to be here.
He's ranked 6th in Delaware at 195. Going to be some changes to the rankings as we notice here this weekend, Trey. A lot of guys starting to make that weight shift. Some going down, some going up, trying to find their spot.
Starting to settle in where they're going to make their run at.
First period action here at 195 pounds. No score 40 seconds ago in the first period. Two juniors on the mat. Bennett in the burgundy, white and gold. Stiff in the black, in on a double list. Going to return. He's going to get the takedown. Out of bounds.
He's happy that was on the edge.
Now he's looking to bring him back in. He's got him in tight.
Oh, wow. He pulled him in. Oh, wow.
Man,
what that awareness. That's impressive to have
that awareness and patience. He had a lot of patience to pull that back in.
He might get this sick. He might get this pin here.
2 seconds on the clock. He gets the pin with 1 second left. Minute 59. Stiff is your champion at 195 pounds from Mount St. Joe's. Mount St. Joe's just racking up the points. They had it wrapped up before we started the finals.
I love Barnaby's right in this wrestle for act like you've been there, he said.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want to see it happen. He gives him a hug because that's a big pin right there.
Gives him a little
give first, friend second.
That's right, absolutely. So we're going to be moving to a 220 pound switch. We're going to take a quick commercial and we'll be right back.
Concepts. I'm Ronnie Burkle from Papa Grande's. Come visit us at Papa Grande's in beautiful Fenwick Island, Delaware. See you soon.
At Papa Grande's, we serve fresh, authentic Mexican food with specialties like blackened fish tacos and short rib cheesesteak burritos. We have great nightly specials throughout the second season and serve the best happy hour at the coolest bar every day year-round. We are open 7 days a week, all year long.
Papa Grande's overlooking the water in beautiful Fenwick Island, Delaware. Come check us out. Hi, I'm Scott Cameron from Soho Concepts.
Hey, can you run over?
General Manager of Lupo Seafood in Bethany Beach.
I'm Douglas Ruley, Vice President and Chef for Soho Concepts.
Located on Coastal Highway just north of downtown Bethany Beach, Lupo Seafood Grill and Raw Bar is a landmark restaurant overlooking the beautiful salt pond. Some house specialties include fried baby lobster tails, baked oysters, seafood stew, lobster cavatappi, and of course, daily selections of fresh fish and raw oysters.
That's Blue Coast Seafood Grill and Raw Bar in Bethany Beach.
Come check us out.
And welcome back, folks, to
I'm Douglas Ruley, Vice President and Chef.
welcome back to Stephen Decatur High School, folks. War on the Shore Wrestling, and we have we're gonna get you a little bit of the third place action down there. It's Mike Ray out of Sussex Central in the gold singlet, and he's wrestling Ryan Deloach out of. That's not Deloach. That is out of Coatesville. That's McBride.
And your champion at 182 pounds from Mount St.
As they wrestle for third place down there at 195 pounds. So trade 220 and 285 left tonight, and still a little torn on two guys. For we might just have to offer two 302 Sports outstanding wrestlers. We've got a couple of guys we're considering right now, and we'll get to them at the end of the night.
There's a few highlights.
Quite a few pins for a late season tournament, Trey. I don't know if it's just the dominance or of some of these guys.
It's partly dominance, partly having that ability to find the back. Some guys just do that. Big mat return over there.
We can have everyone back from that one. Need it cleared.
There we go. Time for the 220s.
There we go, folks. Back to 220 pounds. Your championship match. And here's who we got. Brady Daniel, 30-5 out of Good Counsel. He's a senior. He got here with a pin in a minute 51 seconds. And he's up against Keegan Real of Mount St. Joe's, number 2 seed, 23-5 on the season. He had a 3-1 sudden victory over Johnny Morris of Sussex Central, ranked number 2 in Delaware.
Oh, I watched that, man. It was a good match earlier.
So here we go, 100.
Heavy hands out of both
220 pounds.
Oh, puts him under. Can't get on the re-attack in, though.
And there's a takedown for Daniel. A little bit of Maryland private school action here. Good Counsel and Mount St. Joe's.
Probably the last time these guys see each other.
Yeah. Got out of bounds with the escape, 2-1. Oh, big throw and then the hook.
Score off it.
No score off of it. You're correct.
You might see something similar to that here. late in this match. He's looks for another pin here, looks like. Puts him back under. Looking to shoot again.
Oh, big head, go out of bounds. No score.
There.
I'll tell you what, Trey, these guys in these upper weights in every match so far have been getting after it.
They're throwing down out there. I think the 106-pound match was slower than all of them.
I think you're right. And that was your guy.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
On that single. And he's going to get the takedown. That's going to tie. That's going to give him a
4-1 lead.
3-2 lead.
4-1 lead.
4-1 lead, I'm sorry. Brady Daniel from Good Counsel on top there in the black. Against Keegan Rill out of Mount St. Joe's. Daniel Sr., Rill Jr. 4-1 as we go into the second period. Two matches this and one more match, and we'll have Coach Harry Barnaby of the team champion Mount St. Joe Gales. It was an impressive win for them. And they didn't take the foot off the gas here in the final.
They did not settle for their lead.
Cut and score by Daniel. He's up 5-1. And that's a referee, folks.
Yeah, he's kind of blocking the view.
Yeah.
So you want to get his camera time too.
5-1, Brady with the lead. Shot by Brady, digs in, can't finish, re-attack.
Oh, yes.
And a takedown.
So that's a lot of offense for a 220-pounder.
Folks, stick with us after 285. We're going to cut to commercials, and we'll be back. Oh, wow. With some brings it back, lots of time. Going to get that bottom knee in the side.
Broke his lock, though.
Broke the lock. Comes back and covers, goes behind. And that's 3 back. Wrestling on the far mat, Jan Jubin from Steve Decatur and Johnny Morris at Sussex Central Wrestling for 3rd place at 220 pounds.
Trying to get that Oki bar out. And he's got it out. See if he's going to try to push it across the back. Yes, he is. Oh, this might be over.
And got the head hooked.
Oh, maybe.
And there he's heavy, and that's the pin.
Told you to see some more to the back.
At 220 pounds. Brady Daniel. With the win for Good Counsel.
He got after it out there.
Yes, he did.
Wow. High power offense for a 220-pounder.
Absolutely. So here we go. Last match of the night, folks, at 285 pounds. And I got to watch this kid in the semifinals from Nazareth River and out of Virginia. And he's a bull.
Yes, he is. It's a big boy that can move. I watch him, too.
If he gets the body lock, be careful. That's catching some Johnny Morris and Juby in action over there as they're winding down the 285-pound or 220-pound 3rd place match.
Good to see Delaware guys doing good in this tournament.
Yes, it is. Well, you know, I was looking at the brackets last night, and you had 2 Delaware-ranked wrestlers that didn't make it to day 2, so heavy competition down here.
This is definitely a tough tournament. Excited to come back next year.
Been here as a wrestler, now as a coach.
Yep. Nothing but impressive 2 times I've been here.
Benny Mitchell with Trey Mitchell here. And just a family affair because shout out to our camera woman, Kristen Mitchell. Bringing you the action here for 302 Sports at the War on the Shore in Berlin, Maryland. At Stephen Decatur High School. And Trey, you guys see riding any return to action with who this week?
We have Sussex Central Wednesday, and then Lazy Annam School on Saturday.
And 302 Sports Wednesday night, folks, as Johnny Morris looking for the pin. We will be bringing you action from Cape and Lupin High School. The #1 ranked Smyrna Eagles travel to the beach to take on the Cape and Lupin Vikings, #2 ranked in the state. This one is for the Henley Conference North Of course, Sussex Central might have some say in that. They still have Smyrna left on the schedule. But basically, to see who's going to be what seed in the upcoming dual state tournament. Smyrna, 4-time defending state champs. Central coming in with Cape coming in with a big win over Sussex Central last week.
Cape's having a good year.
They're having a good year. We'll see if it's all true. We've heard a lot of good stuff out of there, and we're going to find out Wednesday night.
We got to see them.
When the Eagles fly in.
Yeah, they can go. We wrestled them already this year. They can go. We wrestled them tough, though.
Smyrna, they're at the Virginia Duels this weekend.
Yeah, they're getting some good competition out there.
Yes, they are.
Got to wrestle in my senior year. It's a fun tournament to wrestle in.
And Johnny Morris takes third place at 220 pounds. So let's talk about these 285-pounders. Your number 1 seed, Dia Gray, out of Nazamon River. He's 20-1 this year. He's a senior. He was 5th in Virginia last year, 3rd in his region. He's 3-time state place winner, 3 times conference champion, and a Mawa national champion. And he's going up against Brian Wines from Milford, 13-1. He's a senior. He was the 3 seed, 6th in the state of Delaware last year, 2nd in the Helen Conference tournament. So here we go, Brian Wines, Dia Gray. And 2 different styles here. Wines tries slow it down, slow pace.
This is a fast-paced heavyweight.
And this is a fast-paced heavyweight. He's going to look to get to that underhook and that body lock early. So here we go. Last match of the night. 285 pounds here on 302 Sports. Wines going to that Russian Tide. Please don't fall on our table.
Yeah,
that's 2 big boys coming here. That's some expensive equipment we got sitting in front of us.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I ain't stepping in front of it.
285 pounds. I think you're going to see this kid from Nazamon River. He's going to create the action here.
I definitely agree with you. I saw exactly what you saw in the semis. Oh, why do they keep coming this way?
Wines was 3rd place at Battle of the Beach. He won the Polytech tournament. He won the Milford Invitational.
Wines can go too, though. I mean, like you said, he slows the pace down, but he's a good wrestler.
Yeah, he's tough on top. He likes to bring that inside wrist out and turn people. Reminds me a little bit of a former teammate here, Zach Parker, now at Ohio University.
Yep.
He's very good at putting that pressure up top, bring that inside wrist, and taking it over for a pin.
Don't like him, too.
Yeah, got a lot of like. Lyons went back to playing football this year. He took a year off. He played for the Milford Buccaneers. Don't have a whole lot on Gray. 41-second pin in the semis over Paul Warner of Mount St. Joe's. Brian Wines with a 3-1 decision over Jalen Leah of Good Counsel. Milford with a big match coming up in the next couple of weeks. They have Indian River probably for the Henley Open South title. Milford has won the last 3 state titles.
I said the point out there's some skinny heavyweights over that 3rd place match.
Yeah, they
holy cow. Sorry to get distracted there.
Right. No score here at 285.
Got to give the advantage to Wines right now. He's slowing that offense down.
0-0 at the end of 1. And he's going to take bottom position.
Wow. Those are too many heavyweights dropped to the legs.
Ian Spencer of Steve Decatur. You can report to the boards area as well in uniform.
Oh, looked for an arm drag there.
Nope. 1 point on the board as Wines gets the escape. It's 1-0 at 285 pounds. And he's done his job. He's slowed this match down.
Yeah, he's wrestling.
What he wanted to do is this kid's he's a fast-paced heavyweight.
Better off fight bottom hand on that. He might get that single next time.
Bounds and almost hit our camera.
She's not big enough to be
Not top that. 53 seconds on the restart.
She might want to get up and run next time they come her way.
Please take the camera and tripod with you. We need that. We're going to need that Wednesday night. 1-0 here in the second period. Wines in the burgundy. Gray in the red. Clock winding down to 35 seconds.
Oh, arm drag. Slow arm drag.
Wins Milford High School, coached by Don Parsley. And Don Parsley, coached by Robbie Waller out of Mount Pleasant, PA. We have a father of Robbie Waller, the national champ from Oklahoma.
Lineage.
Yeah. Ron Waller told me one time that Don Parsley is one of the best coaches you're going to have. Long-time coach at Milford.
Rob Wallace said it, I gotta believe it.
That's right, 3 state titles for the Milford Bucks. Looking for his 4th one this year. And if he gets number 4, he ties the Rigby's.
Yeah.
Roy and Dan, 2 apiece. So going to bottom position is Gray, looking to get 1 and score here. Wine's looking to go high half, but
I don't see too many heavyweights do this.
No.
This is. Oh, he's
always reaching for the back of the head. He might have it.
He might be giving up backs, actually.
And there's 1 swipe. That's it. And he comes out. He's going to get the reversal 2-1. He's going to put him to his back. We said this kid can be explosive.
Yeah.
So he gets the 2, makes it 2-1. So Wine's going to have to get another escape to tie this thing up, take it into overtime.
I thought Wines might have swipes there, but the ref probably wasn't ready for the big guys to go in that position either.
And we're going to get a stall call on top. There we go, 2-1 for Gray. Wines comes to his feet. Plenty of time, still a minute 10. 2-2. Brian Wines gets the escape, ties up the match here at 285. Wines working the underhook on the right side. 52 seconds left to go here at 285. We're tied up. We can see our second overtime bout of the night. Wines working that underhook, clubbing on the head, pushing to the edge. And Gray already has a stall call earlier in the period before. Wines back, working that underhook. Goes to, drops down to the single, goes back. There's a stall call. That makes it 3-2 with 26 seconds left in the match. And the Masman River coaches are not happy how this match is going to end.
He's got a point.
And Wines with a 3-2 lead, pushing to the edge, 5 seconds to go. And that's it. Brian Wines is your champion. Yeah, with a 3-2 victory at 285. The Milford Buccaneer, Milford's lone champion tonight, folks. We're going to take a commercial timeout. We'll be back with our wrestlers, outstanding wrestlers. I think we're going to be picking 2 of them, folks. We'll be right back. And we'll have Harry Barnaby from Mount St. Joe's. All right, Chris, you want to angle?
Decatur, Judy.
Trey will be who they are.
In third place, Morris.
Yeah, Rashad's going to need you. I know.
We can accommodate intimate fairs or parties anywhere from 1 to 100. We can go anywhere in a 50-mile radius of our location. We can go including the Mare life-saving station, which you'll see later in the clip. You can choose from a pre-designed chef-driven menu where we keep all the freshest and most local ingredients in mind, or we can customize your menu to your liking.
Top 5 placers from 285 pounds, making their way to the awards area.
We're going to have you and the kid from Damascus.
Top 5 place winners at 285. In fifth place for Stephen Decatur, Spencer. In fourth place for Los Angeles, Paul Porter. In third place for Good Counsel, Jalen Lee. In second place for Cats of the River, Dia Ray. And your champion at 285 pounds from Milford, Brian Wise.
50 seconds.
In 19th, Carol Academy. In 18th, Archbishop Carol. 17th, Archbishop Ron. 15th, Lady Black. 15th, Archbishop Curly. 14th, Military. 13th, Nancy River. 12th,
4 seconds. And welcome back, folks. Benny Mitchell here at 302 Sports with one of our 2 outstanding wrestlers of the night. This is Rashad Stratton of Sussex Central. Rashad, the 126-pound champion. A major decision, a pin in the semis, and a pin in the finals. Talk a little bit about your tournament here today, and you're on fire. Your only 2 losses have been at the Beast of the East. Talk a little bit about today and your season so far.
I'm wrestling really good right now. Just taking one match at a time. Coming in this tournament, surprised that I was #1 seed, and I just wrestled strong. Wrestled real hard.
You know, last year you took a loss on Friday night in the state tournament. I think it still burns. Lost to Jesse Milwaukee. You came back and took third, and it seemed to fuel you all summer and all fall to go and get yourself. You're number 2 ranked in the state, but you're after a state title. The one guy in front of you, Nick Noverink. But you know, you're hot right now. Like I said, your only 2 losses have been at the Beast of the East, and you know, you got your dual meet season to finish up here, state duels and conferences. Talk about your outlook heading into the home stretch.
My outlook heading into the home stretch. Keep doing what I'm doing. Going to practice, wrestling hard, taking one match at a time, just staying humble and hungry.
So what do you think about being number 2? You like being number 2? Instead of being, you want to be the hunter instead of the hunted?
I want to be the hunter. I mean, 1, it's not that bad, but number 2 is, hey, it's fine with me. But it depends. It's about February.
Absolutely, absolutely, folks. Rashad Stratton, Sussex Central High School, the 126-pound champion. He's one of our co-outstanding wrestlers of this tournament, and we'll be right back with the other one in just a minute. Ciao.
Kids classes, fitness classes, jiu-jitsu class.
Every time I walk through that door, I'm unbelievably happy. Just a reminder of all the energy and effort that I've put in.
Even if you just watch a class first, you won't know until you try.
Scott Kammer of Sodell Concepts. We have 8 locations, a catering company and a food truck right here on the culinary coast in southern Delaware.
I had
And we
2 more
love to
interviews
see
to
you
do.
at one of our locations. Fish On and Lewis in the villages of Five Points. Lupo Italian Kitchen on Rehoboth Avenue in downtown Rehoboth, serving homemade pasta. Papa Grande's in downtown Rehoboth. Our treetop deck has the best happy hour around. Matt's Fish Camp, located on Route 1 in North Bethany Beach, for classic seafood. At Sodell, we believe in beautiful, simple food and making the world a better place. See you soon. Hi, I'm Scott Kammer of Sodell Concepts. Hi, I'm Scott Kammer from Sodell Concepts.
And I'm today from Matt's Fish Camp.
Come check us out.
Matt's Fish Camp is a small local fish joint with 2 locations on Coastal Highway in North Bethany Beach and Lewis, where we serve up traditional coastal fare in a casual atmosphere with house specialties like colossal crab cakes, lobster rolls, and fried Ipswich clams, along with crowd pleasers like fish and chips, fried shrimp, and a daily selection of fresh caught fish. Matt's Fish Camp, serving up lunch and dinner 7 days a week, all year.
Locations in Bethany Beach and Lewis, Delaware. See you soon.
I just said we have on Coastal Highway just north
Harry,
of
about
downtown
2
Bethany
minutes.
Beach. Lupo's Seafood Grill and Raw Bar is a landmark restaurant overlooking the beautiful salt pond. Some house specialties include
we get an Obendorfer when you're done?
baked oysters, seafood stew, lobster cavatappi, and of course, daily selections of fresh fish and raw oysters.
That's Lupo Seafood Grill and Raw Bar in Bethany Beach.
Come check us out.
Come visit us at Papa Grande's in beautiful Fenwick Island, Delaware. See you soon.
Papa Grande's, we serve fresh, authentic Mexican food with specialties like blackened fish tacos and short rib cheesesteak burritos. We have great nightly specials throughout the second season and serve the best happy hour at the coolest bar every day year-round. We are open 7 days a week, all year long.
Papa Grande's, overlooking the water in beautiful Fenwick Island, Delaware. Come check us out.
This place is for me. Actually, my entire family signed up. So my wife, my children, my young son, my son's only 10. Kids classes, we have a fitness class, if you want to really shape, obviously jiu-jitsu class.
Every time I walk through that door.
Hey Trey, when I'm done with Obendorfer, can you get me 2 pictures of him? Chest up.
Effort that I've put in.
Even if you just watch a class first, you won't know until you try.
This place is for me. Actually, my entire family signed up. So my wife, my children, my young son, my son's only 10. Kids classes, we have a fitness class, if you want to really shape, obviously jiu-jitsu class.
Every time I walk through that door, I'm unbelievably happy. Just a reminder of all the energy and effort that I've put in.
Even if you just watch a class first, you won't know until you try.
This place is for me. Actually, my entire family signed up. We're doing? So my wife, my children, my young son, my son's only 10. Kids classes, fitness class.
Come visit us at Papa Grande's in beautiful Fenwick Island, Delaware. See you soon.
Papa Grande's, we serve fresh, authentic Mexican food with specialties like blackened fish tacos and short rib cheesesteak burritos. We have great nightly specials throughout the second season and serve the best happy hour at the coolest bar every day year-round.
I gotta watch the
We're
match.
open 7 days a week, all year long.
Papa Grande's, overlooking the water in beautiful Fenwick Island, Delaware. Come check us out.
Got it. It's pretty. I mean, that's like $1,800
Hi, I'm
or
Scott Kammer
$850
from Sodell Concepts.
I'm Ronnie Burkle
These
from
girls
Papa
are good
Grande's.
next
Come
one.
visit us at Papa Grande's in beautiful Fenwick Island, Delaware. See you soon.
Papa Grande's, we serve fresh, authentic Mexican food with specialties like blackened fish tacos and short rib cheesesteak burritos. We have great nightly specials throughout the second season and serve the best happy hour at the coolest bar every day year-round. We are open 7 days a week, all year long.
Papa Grande's, overlooking the water in beautiful Fenwick Island, Delaware. Come check us out.
All right, good seeing you, Duck.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammer from Sodell Concepts.
I'm Ronnie Burkle.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammer from Sodell Concepts.
And I'm today from Matt's Fish Camp.
Come check us out.
Matt's Fish Camp is a small local fish joint with 2 locations on Coastal Highway in North Bethany Beach and Lewis, where we serve up traditional coastal fare in a casual atmosphere with house specialties like colossal crab cakes, lobster rolls, and fried Ipswich clams, along with crowd pleasers like fish and chips, fried shrimp, and a daily selection of fresh caught fish. Matt's Fish Camp, serving up lunch and dinner 7 days a week, all year.
Locations in Bethany Beach and Lewis, Delaware. See you soon. Catering company and the food truck right here on the culinary coast in southern Delaware, and we'd love to see you at one of our locations. Fish On and Lewis in the villages of Five Points. Lupo Italian Kitchen on Rehoboth Avenue in downtown Rehoboth, serving homemade pasta. Papa Grande's in downtown Rehoboth. Our treetop deck has the best happy hour around. And Matt's Fish Camp, located on Route 1 in North Bethany Beach, for classic seafood trip. At Soda, we believe in beautiful, simple food and making the world a better place. See you soon. Scott Cameron of Soda Concepts.
All right, folks, we're waiting on our other outstanding wrestler of the tournament, and we'll have him over here in just a second. And here he is, folks, Scott Obendorfer. Have a seat, Scott. Put the headset on. Scott, we couldn't pick just one. We had to go with you and Stratton, the 126-pounder, 2 big pins in the finals. That pin you had a pretty impressive tournament here. A pin in the first round, a tech fall in the second, a pin in the semis, and a pin was a Delaware State champ that you pinned there in the finals. And you just kind of manhandled that match. You went out there and took him down and slapped on the cradle and took care of business. Talk a little bit about your finals match.
So I knew going into it, I've had a great tournament so far, so I knew I was definitely able to finish it, and that's what my goal was the entire match and the whole tournament was to win the thing, so I wanted to separate myself from the rest of the competition.
Nice little a group of teams here. You got some of your Western Maryland people, Huntington and you guys, and some of the private schools that you don't get to see much, and some of these Delaware teams like Sussex Central, Cesar Rodney, and then the PA teams, Virginia. So it was a nice little, not a mix of great wrestling, but different styles that you had to get. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, it's definitely good to get out of our county sometimes because we wrestle the same teams every year, so this is a good change for people out of state, and we get better competition than even our state competition sometimes.
Plus you get to come to the beach.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. So, folks, our co-outstanding wrestler, Scott Obendorfer from Damascus High School. Congratulations, Scott. And my man's going to get a picture over here for our websites, all right? So we'll be right back with Harry Barnaby of Mount St. Joe's, the Mount St. Joe's Gales. They are the team champions. And it looks like they're packing up right now. Folks, we'll take a real quick commercial, and we'll be right back with Harry Barnaby.
Come visit us at Papa Grande's in beautiful Fenwick Island, Delaware. See you soon.
At Papa Grande's, we serve fresh, authentic Mexican food with specialties like blackened-fish tacos and short-rib cheesesteak burritos. We have great nightly specials throughout the second season and serve the best happy hour at the coolest bar every day, year-round. We are open 7 days a week all year long.
Papa Grande's overlooking the water in beautiful Fenwick Island, Delaware. Come check us out. Hi, I'm Scott Cameron from Soda Concepts.
I'm Ronnie Burkle from Papa Grande's.
Come visit us at Papa Grande's in beautiful Fenwick Island, Delaware. See you soon.
Papa Grande's, we serve.
So a little wrap up here, folks, from Stephen Decatur, War on the Shore tournament, Berlin, Maryland. Mount St. Joe's is your team champions, 256 points. Second place, Damascus out of Montgomery County, Maryland, 168. Sussex Central out of Delaware, they're the number 3 ranked team in Delaware, 152 points for third place. Huntingtown, Maryland, out of a little South Maryland there, on the cross the other side of the bridge, 136. I think Calvert County is where they're from, 136 points. Milford High School, fifth place, 128.5 points. Freedom from Pennsylvania, 115. Good Counsel out of Maryland, they finished 7th with 113.5. 8th, Coatesville out of Pennsylvania, 110.5. Number 9, Stephen Decatur, the host, 106 points. And number 10, Cesar Rodney High School out of Delaware, 98 points. And we're still waiting on Coach Barnaby to come down here, and they're still finishing up some photos down there. We're going to get a word from the champs from Mount St. Joe's in the heart of Baltimore, the Gales. And here comes Coach Barnaby now, head coach of the Mount St. Joseph Gales, a former Mount St. Joe wrestler, Hall of Fame from the school. And we're going to talk to him a little bit, coming out of Baltimore and coming over to the beach. I'm sure he's been here before. Coach Barnaby, how you doing, Coach? First of all, congratulations, team champs. You had this thing won before the finals started, and you guys kept your foot on the gas going through the finals. Talk a little bit about your kids' performance here today.
We came into the tournament. We didn't know how we were going to perform. We've been training all year long. The kids have been working hard. We've got a young team. We have 5 freshmen, 3 sophomores that are starting, 2 seniors that are in. They both won today. They really stepped it up with Sean Orem and Neil Schuster. Then we have freshman Chris Barnaby, did a great job. Of course, that pin by with Perky was just amazing. I mean, those two were going at it. You got 2 great wrestlers.
We were talking about how it looked like a 106-pound match. What those guys were going.
The officials couldn't keep up with it.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah, the score was crazy. Hey, we were talking to my son, my son Trey, and talking about the first time we met you was over at Law High School in Delaware when you were running the youth. It's been a long time ago.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, 20-some years ago. And here comes your team, cheer you on. But you've been around a long time. We've been friends for a long time, and in the youth wrestling. Now you're the head coach at Mount St. Joe's, and you guys bring your guys over out of the heart of Baltimore and right here into the beach. And not a bad trip in the winter to come to the beach. But talk a little bit about the competition. I've talked to a couple of guys tonight. A little bit of mix of everything. A lot of different styles you got to see here today, and headed down your home stretch. Talk a little bit about the different types of competition and the strong level of wrestling here.
Well, we enjoy coming down here every year because it does expose us to a lot of different teams, a lot of different styles, which we need to experience going into the end of the year. I mean, we see the MIA teams and the MIS teams throughout the year multiple times, but going into the preps, it really prepares us. It gives us that extra edge when we're going into the national preps at the end of the year. And there's a lot of great teams, great coaching, great individual wrestlers that have wrestled here over the years, and we're thrilled to be invited back every year.
Yeah, it's the Bayside Conference. You get Steve Decatur out there, one of the top teams, or the top team in the Bayside, and you get a little bit of that Delaware mix too. And you guys, you come to the Beast, so you get to see some of those guys there, and then you throw in those Virginia guys, and that's a tough southeast corner of Pennsylvania
guys, and on occasion you have some of these Jersey teams coming in here. I mean, every year Todd does a wonderful job in bringing in, top level competition.
And if you pick up a rock with a cutoff, man, you can hit Damascus. They're not that far from you.
Damascus is always well prepared, well coached. Their kids are disciplined, and we look forward to coming in here and rising up to the challenge.
Right. Coach, congratulations. You are the War on the Shore champions, and we'll probably see you back again. Check us out on YouTube.
Will do.
And you're at Mount St. Joe's Gales. Thanks a lot, guys. Folks, I'm Benny Mitchell for 302 Sports, and that's a wrap. War on the Shore. You can catch us on YouTube. It'll be archived. And all these Mount St. Joe's Gales, you can watch yourself. If you're in the finals, you get to watch yourself. So we're out of here. From Benny Mitchell for Chris and Trey Mitchell for 302 Sports. Have a good weekend.